Hello and welcome to the Citizen channel. In this video we look at Tory scapegoats in politics and count down our top 10. In the intricate realm of politics, the art of scapegoating has been an age-old strategy employed by those in power to divert attention from pressing issues or to harness public sentiment for their own gain. The term derives from the Bible, where a scapegoat symbolically bears the sins of a community and is put to death. The fact that they cannot answer back is part of the appeal. The accusers get away scot-free without any repercussions. Modern politics often employs the same concept to shift blame or to redirect anger. The British Conservative Party, also known as the Tories, are no exception in utilising this tactic. Let's delve into some prominent examples and evaluate their effectiveness on a scale of 1 to 10. Number 10. People on benefits. Historical scapegoats, a vulnerable population, who have no voice. Perfect for politicians who have no morals and no empathy. And by demonizing the poor you give yourself permission to cut their benefits even further. The perfect scapegoat. Scapegoat score, 8 out of 10. Number 9. The Bank of England. Using the Bank of England as a scapegoat for economic troubles is a classic move, as it is independent and monetary policy complexity can be conveniently misattributed. Scapegoat score, 5 out of 10. Number 8. The civil service. As these people don't have a public platform and cannot respond, they make perfect scapegoats. Alleging the civil service's inefficiency masks broader government incompetence and fosters a perception of bureaucratic hurdles. Scapegoat score, 5 out of 10. Number 7. Stockbrokers and bankers. This is a strange one. You would think the capitalist Tories would be all for free enterprise. Yet, when the chips are down, the Tories will go after anybody to save themselves. Targeting financial elites appeals to anti-establishment sentiments, yet financial systems are complex and multifaceted. It's hard to believe the Tories when they pretend to be anti-establishment and defenders of the underdog, but they still try. Scapegoat score, 4 out of 10. Number 6. Lefty lawyers. We are reaching the point where Tories believe that putting the word lefty in front of anything is all they need to do. The phrase also rolls off the tongue, making it ideal for newspaper headlines. However, blaming lawyers for societal issues undermines our complex legal dynamics and dismisses systemic factors. Scapegoat score, 6 out of 10. 5. The left. This is a general term used purely to divide people, painting any opposition group as the other. A group that is hard to define or identify and is responsible for all our country's problems fuels polarization and oversimplification of issues. It also distracts from the fact that the right-wing are in power. Blaming the Labour Party directly is another tired-old tactic. A party that hasn't been in power for 13 years. It's all their fault. Opposition parties are often easy scapegoats, allowing ruling parties to deflect accountability. Scapegoat score, 6 out of 10. Number 4. Trade unions. An old favourite. For decades the media and the Tories have painted unions as the enemy within. This is wearing thin as non-unionized workers have been exploited and wages forced down over the past 40 years of deindustrialization. Blaming unions for economic woes distracts from complex market forces and corporate practices. Scapegoat score, 4 out of 10. Number 3. European Union. Blaming the EU can disguise domestic policy failures and sovereignty issues, while invoking nationalism. This used to be higher up the list, but since we left the EU these arguments are weakened. Although we can no longer blame Europe, we can still blame France. External nations can be painted as adversaries to rally nationalistic sentiment, diverting from domestic challenges. However, the end result could lead to worsening relations with our neighbours and trading partners. Scapegoat score, 2 out of 10. Number 2. The whole darn world. If all else fails, external conflicts can serve as a distraction from domestic problems, playing on nationalism and patriotism. There will always be wars and conflict in the world. A desperate Tory can use this to blame everybody but themselves. Scapegoat score, 5 out of 10. Number 1. Boat people, channel migrants. Blaming migrants arriving via the English Channel provides an emotive and visual target for public frustration over immigration policies. Never mind that the numbers are only a fraction of overall illegal immigration into the country. The media and the Tories have been exploiting this problem for years, while actually doing very little about it. Scapegoat score, 9 out of 10. Now let's look at the role of the media in scapegoating. The media plays a pivotal role in amplifying and sustaining scapegoating narratives. Sensational headlines, biased reporting, and echo chambers can create an environment that fosters scapegoating, misdirecting public anger from critical issues. Media outlets that align with certain political ideologies may fuel narratives that serve their own interests, thereby perpetuating misdirection and polarizing discourse. This is just a quick rundown. There are many more scapegoats we could put on the list, but we don't have all day. Leave your own suggestions and alternatives in the comments section. In conclusion, the prevalence of scapegoating in Tory politics raises concerns about the manipulation of public opinion and the erosion of informed debate. While scapegoating can be a potent tool in politics, it ultimately hinders constructive dialogue and rational problem-solving. Rather than addressing root causes and enacting meaningful change, this practice perpetuates divisiveness, leaving citizens focused on symbolic targets rather than true solutions. It is crucial for voters to critically analyze the narratives presented and demand accountability and transparency from their elected officials, ensuring that the cycle of misdirection does not continue indefinitely. Thank you for watching. Like, share, comment and subscribe for more citizen news and current affairs.